using Lightning components in Lightning experience in Salesforce 1. We have seen that one, and getting our Lightning components ready to use on Lightning pages using the design resource we have observed, and by implementing flexi-page : available for all page types. Okay, fine. Then adding components to apps. Since the beginning, this is the way we have been practicing or doing, and putting the top level component inside the app component, Lightning application component, with the descriptor like namespace : component name. So this is the way we have put, and we have been checking. For quick view, we will go to this app, display 10 accounts app. We have the descriptor, my namespace, default namespace here, or if I have any other namespace, that namespace, then component name. So this is the top level component. This is the top level component, a larger component which is having fine grained components, means child components. Okay. If I had a preview, right, my top level component is already there. Click, it's executing its functionality over there. So this is the way how we do add components to the apps. Good. Now, very importantly, an interesting topic, and which needs more attention and focus, is using the Lightning components in VisualForce pages. Remember, Lightning components framework is JavaScript user interface framework, all the way different component framework. VisualForce pages, VisualForce components, you have some standard VisualForce components. You can have your own custom VisualForce components, and you can design your UI. Well, you have created some custom pages as well. Okay, if you have already have some custom page, how you can put this Lightning component in that VisualForce page? VisualForce page is a different framework. This is a different framework, and Lightning components framework is a different framework. Now I am putting a component of one framework to component of another framework. How to do that? Very simple. What I'm going to do is, first I need to define a Lightning dependency app, a special type of app. The same how you defined your application or a colon application. Fine. Then it should extend out app of LTNG namespace, Lightning LTNG : out app. It should extend. Well, since we are going outside of our framework, make them available globally. Access level is global. Make my application component as globally accessible by making access equals to global. Fine. So this is Lightning dependency app. Then what I am doing, I am declaring the components. I have a component here, C : shock comp, or display 10 accounts comp. Yeah? You have some component at this namespace, default namespace, or your own namespace. Aura : dependency is one component. Using the resource attribute, you are defining one component. Means you can use this in VisualForce page. VisualForce page. We are using Lightning out. Right? Means we are going out of our Lightning component framework to VisualForce framework. Well, this is number one thing I need to do. Then what should I do? In the VisualForce page, let me use this VisualForce component, apex : include Lightning. At the beginning of the page, let it be the first most component. After apex : page, let it be the other component. What it will do, this component loads the necessary JavaScript files to be used by Lightning component for VisualForce. Right. Okay. Let me have my own VisualForce page, an existing page or a fresh custom VisualForce page. Okay. Let it be there. Then let me have a function. So this is the $lightning.use. Then the first argument is your dependency app. Right. The first argument is your dependency app. Namespace colon something C colon your dependency app, whatever you have defined. Then the second argument is function. Within the function, you are creating the components for VisualForce page. What you are doing, you have create component function here, $lightning.create component. It is taking four parameters. Parameter 1 of type string means your component name. Whatever the component you have declared here in dependency component in your Lightning dependency app, provide that here. In this case, C colon comp in the double quotes because it's string type. The second thing is object attributes. You have some object attributes. In case of first name and last name, you have two attributes. You can set those values in the object attributes. Within the curly braces, you can set the attributes. Okay. The third one is string locator. The third parameter is string locator. Means in VisualForce page, if you remember the re-render ID on command button or command link, so where it's to be, on which part of the page, I have to put this component. So this is not after re-rendering, right? Remember, it is not after re-rendering, straight again. So here create your own ID, some ID, string locator ID, on which part of the page, on which location of the page we have to put this component. Create your own ID. This is user defined ID. In my case, let me give Lightning, something like that. It is string. Let me put it in double quotes. Then fourth one, optionally you want to have any callback, right? Once it is successful, so you want to execute anything, you can give that function as well. Once we are okay with all these things, the final thing is going to be like this. This is my page, apex colon page, right? The first component in my VisualForce page. Then the second thing, immediately let me have include Lightning, apex colon include Lightning. Then this is a string locator, location. On which location of my VisualForce page I have to put my Lightning component. The third parameter of our function, Lightning.create component function. Well, here in this location, because this is case sensitive, this is ID case sensitive, so give all lower cases. I have given O capital, but try to give all lowercase, or you follow whatever the strategy that is okay for you. Then I have the script here. Then you can have your own VisualForce designing. You have any design? Yeah, you have that design, no issues. In that you can have this ID. It is going to be rendered over there. Then have your script function lightning.use, taking two parameters, my app, that short dependency app you have created, this application short dependency app, whatever you have created, that part here. Then function, it is taking create component function with four parameters. First is my component name, the second is object attributes, my first name attribute, last name attribute, or first number, last number integer. In case of integers, I don't put it in double quotes. If I don't want to use anything, just give two curly braces and leave it blank, no issues. The second parameter, fine. The third parameter, location, on which location of my VisualForce page it has to be rendered. Give and refer here. It is referenced. Well, the fourth one, optionally you can give any callback. Yeah, you can give. Let's have a console.log message here because it is JavaScript function. You can see the log message, or simply an alert function just for demonstration. Okay, so this is the way how we are going to do the things. Right, quickly let's create a custom VisualForce page. Let me create a custom VisualForce page. Let me switch back to classic experience. Easy for me to do the development. If your development mode is enabled, straight away you can create in the URL. Otherwise, VisualForce pages in develop section of build setup, VisualForce pages. Well, shall lightning out demo. Right here, let me remove all these things, or let me have, just to show you that you are using some VisualForce markup also. Well, just why I am using this component apex colon output text a VisualForce. This is on the VisualForce framework using a VisualForce component. Well, then what else? Let me put it in center. Well, save. Okay, saved. Then what I have to do, after the apex page, the second component should be include lightning, apex colon include lightning. Right, so it is going to download or getting ready for all the JavaScript files for the component, lightning component in VisualForce page. Okay, then I have these scripts, these functions, script lightning.use and dependency app. Okay, now it is the time to have a lightning out app, means a lightning dependency app. Let's create that now. Going to the dev console, creating a new lightning application. Just observe now, you have a checkbox here, lightning out dependency app. Right. So what it will do, it will extend that lightning out app. Show lightning out app, remember. Okay. Right, it has extended lightning colon out app. Well, so I am putting my access as global because it needs to be global. Then using ara colon dependency, what I am doing, I am giving my resource. This can be used in VisualForce page. Resource attribute, resource equals to which component. You have a top level component, that is display 10 accounts comp, I think. Yes, display 10 accounts comp. This is the component I want to use. Right, save it. Save it. In the descriptor, I need to give my namespace C:, the default namespace. Try to save now. Right, C:, display 10 accounts comp. Okay. If I want to have one more component, yes, you can have that one. Means defining that I am able to use this in a VisualForce page and this also in a VisualForce page. You have had calculating two numbers component now. You can use it, or calculating to full name, calculating full name, right? So you can give that resource over here. Okay. Well, I am taking only one. Just to make you understand, you can have any number of components in a dependency app. Well, this is one component. Good, perfect. Let's come back to our VisualForce page. Right, have the script now. Script. So you have a function $lightning dot use. Right. The $lightning dot use will take two parameters. One is my app name, the second thing is function, just function. Within that we will create the components for VisualForce page. Okay. Give $lightning dot use here. Let's give component, application name. Application name is show lightning out app. Here, let's have create component which will take the 4 parameters, which is expecting 4 parameters. One is string type, the name of the component. What is the name of the component? This display 10 accounts comp, which I have defined in resource for my dependency app. Right, provide it. This is a string, put it in string. The second thing is attributes of the object. My component is not having any attributes, so I don't want to have the list of accounts or whatever it may be. I am not putting anything, just give curly braces, leave it aside. Then the location, where which part of the page, which location of the page I have to give. Then giving shall lightning. Right, mention the same ID. Mention the same ID somewhere here in div tag or somewhere. ID equals to this shall lightning. So in this location it is going to be rendered. Well, then fourth one is some function. You want to put anything, just I am giving two things, console.log lightning out success. Enough. And one more alert you want to give, yeah, you can give. right? You want to put here the second argument, the third argument, fourth argument. In fourth argument I have put two statements. Right. Shall we check now? Save, quick save, whatever it may be. Preview. So this is the display from VisualForce page. Below that, right, some issue is there, some issue, right, spelling error. If it is development footer, it is easy for you. LIGHT, right. Save. Have the preview. During initialization problem. Again, spelling issue. NING. So let me be patient. Right. So it's saying it is success. But where is my component? I have to have a button here. Alert. Okay, well, button here. And let's keep our developer tools, Control plus Shift plus I. We have given one console message. Click OK. So lightning out success. So this is the information given in a function in VisualForce page. That is the output, and all this is from the component itself. Okay. Just follow the methods carefully, step by step by step. It's not a big deal.